Pip's Planespotting Live is on the air, and we have an urgent bulletin for everyone. As you can see, we've been intervaded by some foreign military jets here in Salt Lake City. This is crucial that everybody take cover immediately and stay tuned for Pip's Planespotting Live for further information. Yeah, we've been invaded by what appears to be military jets. Get a whole squadron. I wish, in all seriousness, this is kind of funny. I show up, did not expect it, and here we've got, I can't tell if they're F-35s or what the jet is. I really need RW here or Infidel Fireman. But hey, Daniel, good to see you. Yeah, we've been invaded by jets, as you can see, fighter jets. This does not, I wouldn't say this doesn't happen, period, but this is a nice little surprise I did not expect. So, Daniel, I hope you can hear and see everything okay. I think the connection stabilized, but yeah, check that out. We've been invaded, I believe, from Hill Air Force Base. I'll have to post it on my Instagram page, some of the photos. I just showed up a little while ago, and this is what I showed up to. So kind of interesting. Yeah, man, I did not expect that. So you can ignore the first minute of the broadcast where I sounded in panic. So let's zoom on those a little bit. I expect a wind flow change, but for right now we're on a south flow right now. So we'll see if that changes for right now. But yeah, let's take a look at those bad boys. Zoom in a little bit. I can't tell. I guess they stopped for lunch. So make all your unnecessary and necessary jokes here about the government stopping for their hour lunch. Yeah, so let's count them down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, I'm not an expert in the military and aviation world, but I believe a squadron is 8. But again, I'm just talking out of my butt here. Excuse the language, but not too sure. But kind of a... If anybody knows which... I assume they came from a Hill Air Force Base, and there's a good shot that they're the F-35, but I don't want to say for sure. So yeah, that's what I came to the airport this morning, and as I was pulling up to the parking garage, Daniel, I was like, why? What is... I see these little foreign objects on the landing on runway 17, and then boop, there they go. They're all landing on 17. So how's Milwaukee today? Infidel Fireman would love this in RW. And we might even have some thunder showers too. So good thing things get a little dicey and interesting today. So should be an interesting and fun broadcast. Just getting started here. Had a little break in the traffic. Warmer? Glad to hear that. Maybe a slight chance of snow, right? .71 now, a high of 76. Sounds like a perfect Midwestern day near the Lake Michigan, the Great Lake Michigan that we know. All right, Daniel, so what do you think of the Nuggets beating the Miami Heat? What's your take?
Is that Adobe 3-1 calling?
Loved it? Okay. Yeah, I'm not a
Refueling,
huge
yeah,
fan of
your
the heat
flight plan
either.
is still good.
So I was
You have
pretty excited.
just a little less than an hour before time's out. If you need extended time, let me know.
Chantel! Oh, I've missed you as well, my beautiful Amazon South African goddess. What's up? We've been invaded by a foreign country. We've got the fighter jets here, so. Yeah, I can't stand Jimmy Butler either. Daniel, you and I are in sync, so I am in total agreement with you. I agree 100%. So until things get started here on runway 16 left and 17, they should have a departure shortly. Mostly cloudy skies, and we might have some thunderstorms. So when we hit the top of the hour in just a few minutes, we'll see what the current conditions are, thanks to Chantel getting the METARs. I know, Chantel, I've been super busy with work. I've been working in the mornings, and then I'm exhausted. And
59 Salt Lake Tower, wind 080 at 5, runway 1 left, clear for takeoff, fly heading 160.
16 left, clear for takeoff, fly heading 160, Delta 1359.
Delta 1359, area of light to heavy precipitation, a mile off the departure end, extends about 10 miles to the south.
Delta 1359, copy, thank you.
all right, so we get our first departure on runway 16 left. I am expecting, or at least the forecast is saying, a flow change right about at the top of the hour. And I know I jumped on a little early, but I think I wanted to get the forecast and didn't want to miss the opportunity for you guys to see the fighter jets. That's right, South Africa. We were not invaded by South Africa, Chantel. If we were, I'm sure you would be like the squadron commander. On our Airbus A321 taking off, Delta 1359 here. You guys see that shadow? We got some clouds coming in, some precip. Meanwhile, if you're just joining us, and we'll talk about it again, we've been invaded, not by South Africa though.
1359, contact departure.
Departure, Delta 1359.
Thank you, Chantel, for sparing me. Yeah, Daniel, I think, I know it wasn't a well-watched series, but I think everybody is pretty happy with the results of Denver winning. So let's see if they've updated the latest METAR. All right. So 17:45. Okay, so they reported this one a little bit earlier. They said there was a thunderstorm, which would make sense. I think it's just west of the field. So, with that in mind, yeah, I think what Dallas needs to do is get Luka and Jokic together. Chantel, I have no idea why the fighter jets are out. I just showed up to do the broadcast, and then I saw these little black dots or gray dots landing on runway 17, and I'm getting all my equipment. And the next thing you know, I turn around, and there's 9 of them just sitting. And I wish RW were here, and maybe you know Chantel or Infidel, but I think they're the F-35, and I think they're from Hill Air Force Base, which is about 20 nautical miles to the north. But I have not confirmed that at all. Luka to China? I think that seems a little harsh. A little harsh, Daniel. You don't like Luka? Why not? Yes, Chantel, we better, I wish we would have shot it down sooner. Got to be safe than sorry, right? And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe, of course, just on the air. And pleased to have you on board. Of course, he always wants the ball. He's a superstar. He's no different than Michael Jordan. So you don't think that Jokic and Doncic could coexist, even though they're kind of from the same area in Europe? So yeah, let's get a good old zoom in on these, what appears to be a squadron of F-35s. They probably brown bagged it today and brought their lunch out. So that's as far as I can zoom in, which gives you a good perspective. There it's just poke it with the stick. Good philosophy, Chantel. Don't know if that'll quite work, but that's one way to look at things. All right, so we got a lot going on here in the 12 o'clock hour. As welcome in everybody who just joined us on Pip's Planespotting Live for the broadcast. We are live at Salt Lake City International Airport, and we've been invaded by another country. We have thunderstorms on the way. If you look to the south in the South Valley, it looks like they're already starting to get some moderate to heavy precipitation according to air traffic control. So I'll keep an eye out for lightning strikes, and I just got a whiff of the moisture. You know, when you have a thunderstorm coming in, you can smell the moisture, Daniel. That's a Midwestern thing, and it's coming our way. And the winds are from the south, too. So I might have to take cover. But I think it should be okay under the parking garage. Some of my equipment might get a little wet. I think we should be okay. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, for those just joining us, welcome in. This is Pip's Planespotting Live. We just started the broadcast a few minutes ago, but I didn't want to miss the opportunity. Looks like we've got a squadron of F-35 fighters from Hill Air Force Base. Haven't confirm that, but I think that's the going theory right now. We've also got some thunderstorms in the area. Don't know if I'll look up and see if we've issued a ground stop or ground delay or anything like that. But we're kind of monitoring things, and I don't know if they switched the departures and arrival to the west side of the airport. But keeping an eye on the radar too. Most of the arrivals under this pattern would usually arrive on the west side, which you guys know if you're a veteran of Pips Planespotting Live, doesn't give us the best visibility. However, it does. Sometimes that's the luck of the draw. We are expecting, let's see where they've routed, ATC's routed Paris and Amsterdam. In fact, I think Amsterdam just landed. And yeah, and they're sending out the west arrivals, I think, due to the precip to the west side. So I was hoping we'd get the 757, but not yet. That's going to be routed to runway 16 right instead of 16 left. And also, they're probably going to route Delta 397 as well, which was headed to Honolulu. And Amsterdam just landed, so apologize. Sometimes the weather plays tricks on you. But we'll keep an eye on the squadron of F-35 fighters, see what they're up to. And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. So I hear some thunder to the south of the field. So it looks like our pilots are on a lunch break. They've all got the, what would you call that, the hood? So I'm pretty solid when it comes to commercial airplanes and aviation, but military, I definitely lack a little bit of knowledge, so. So yeah, the South Valley, south part of Salt Lake City Valley, or the Wasatch Valley, or the Wasatch Front, whatever you call it. It's getting a little bit of rain and thunderstorms. The canopy, Groucho, thank you. Copy that. Thank you very much and welcome in. The canopy, okay. Yeah, so it looks like a brief thunderstorm. I'm going to look up the radar here. And again, here are the current conditions right now at Salt Lake City Airport. They just updated it about 10 minutes ago with another METAR update. So let's take a look at that as we look at the precipitation going through the south part of the Wasatch Valley. So current conditions show thunderstorms, few clouds, 6,000 cumulonimbus scattered at 7,000, light winds out of the southeast. Occasional lightning in the vicinity to the south-southwest, thunderstorms to the south-southwest moving east, and a temperature right now of 23 degrees Celsius and the dew point 10 degrees. So that's why we're not getting right there. What you see is probably why we're not getting any arrivals or departures on this side yet. It's because of that little cell moving through that you see. So they're saying scattered thunderstorms throughout the rest of the day tomorrow. Yeah, so we've got a couple of cells right now. Immediately to the south, stretching about 10 miles, 15 miles to the south, and then it looks clear from here. So if you've been were on the broadcast with us the other day, I was telling everybody that we're kind of in a subtropical pattern of clouds, sun in the morning and clouds and scattered thunderstorms in the afternoon. So kind of interesting. Kind of funny. It is the weird world of weather. Yeah, so once these thunderstorms move through, we should see what appears to be clearing to the north. Have some showers still to the south, but should be okay. We'll see how things shake out. Wish I had my iPad today. I didn't bring all the equipment. I just wanted to do kind of because bringing all that extra equipment is a lot of extra weight. So just one guy. It's just me. Hey, Legitimate Aviation, what's up, buddy? I was thinking about Boise the other day, and you can hear the thunder rolling through the South Valley here. That's why we're in a little bit of a delay, or the departures are all on the west side on 16 right, not 16 left. James, what up? Nice, man. I'll have to check that out, Legitimate. I will check that out. Hey, I can't wait to see Boise. Once that parking garage is done, I'm up there in a jiffy, man. Absolutely. That's fantastic. What up, James? James, we've been invaded by another country. We're going to turn the camera here briefly to the east. So I put urgent message, we've been invaded on the T's. So we've been invaded by another country. And James, I know you like military jets, so maybe you can confirm this, and as well as Groucho. Those appear to be F-35s, and looks like they did close the canopies, probably because of the rain. So I'm pretty sure that they're up from, or down from Hill Air Force Base, which is the Air Force Base that is about 20 nautical miles due north from the airport. So I just caught these as I was setting everything up. I saw these little black dots flying in on runway 17, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, I have everything set up, and there's a whole squadron of them parked right there on the de-ice pad between runways 17 and 16 left. And take a turn back here towards the southeast and south. We got some light thunderstorms, some light rain rolling through, and that's part of the reason why we don't have per se any departures or arrivals on our side. They're all going to the west because this storm came from the west and is now departing to the east. So we should get things here going in the next little bit. You can probably see some of the rain shafts pretty well. And hi to everybody who just logged in. This is Pip's Planespotting Live, episode 49 from Salt Lake City International Airport. But we're just getting underway, so this weather should move out. We should have a lot of fun today, regardless. I have not seen any lightning yet, which is a good thing, because if we had lightning in the area, they would probably issue a ground stop and close the ramp, which means any flights that have landed, they can't block into the gate because personnel. It's like when you swim in the pool as a kid. If you had to swim in the pool outdoors, if there's lightning in the area, they tell everybody to get out of the pool. Well, conversely, if there's a ramp closure due to the lightning, they tell everybody to stay indoors. So planes that are waiting to block in can't block in until they have lifted the ramp closure. So, yeah, James, I think you're right. I wasn't here for that, but I know that was kind of talked about a little bit. All right, so according to our friendly website from the National Airspace System from the FAA, no ground stop here in Salt Lake City, but there are a few ground stops on the East Coast in Newark, LaGuardia, and JFK and Atlanta. So I've mentioned this website before. We'll mention it again. Encourage everybody to check that out because that'll give you a live update of delay programs and issues going on in the National Airspace System. So I always encourage people to check that website out. That's a free website, and it's something that pilots and dispatchers, mostly dispatchers, look at to figure out, okay, what kind of delay programs are there and everything that goes with it. So, yeah. But welcome in if you're just tuning in. Looks like downtown Salt Lake's getting a little bit of rain, a little precip. And I'm really grateful that I can broadcast because, as you can see, we have a squadron of fighter jets from a foreign country invading Salt Lake. And so I'm the last live broadcast channel, last source for everyone until I get kidnapped or my stream gets interrupted. So, and of course I'm joking. It's kind of funny. Gotta have a little fun. That's where the current conditions. So it looks like a little bit of light rain in downtown Salt Lake. Yeah, and it's a great site, James. Highly recommend it. I'm also going to see if any inbounds, if there's been any holding so far. Nothing. Do see a little private jet, a Phenom 300, landing on runway 17.
Ground point W21, we're now ready for taxi 16 left for departure. OB3 and Heavy Salt Lake Tower, runway 16 left, taxi via hotel.
So Daniel, you brought up an interesting, Las Vegas is closed. However, if you look at the comments, it says closed to non-scheduled transient general aircraft, aviation aircraft, except prior permission. So Las Vegas is open. It's just that when they do that, there's certain, what's the word? Certain conditions. So Las Vegas is open. It's good that you caught it, but they always have little remarks. So, and that's good because sometimes dispatchers think they know everything, and then they don't pay attention to that stuff, and then they miss times that an airport's closed. But in this case, it's just closed to Las Vegas is closed to general aviation aircraft, and those are remarks. So good eye, Daniel.
Just a moment following traffic off the west runway.
Happy birthday to you, Bubag. Yeah, that's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bubag. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. How old are you? We're just getting underway here from Salt Lake City. Have some storms. You can see a little bit of the rain shafts. And as we pan the camera to the south and southeast, start to see here. Yes, James, 14 years old. Awesome. All right, so you can start to see the these little storm cells move to the east over the mountains. That's right, James. Happy birthday to Bubag. And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. It is episode 49. Start to see the sun peek out of the clouds, so that's a good sign.
Adobe 31 heavy, wind 170 at 7, gust 16, runway 16 left, line up and wait.
Like and subscribe. It is episode 49.
And Adobe 31, line up right runway 16, just to be advised, we won't have the takeoff data with that gust in there, so we'll be holding until the gust drops out. Adobe 31 heavy, and how long do you think you'll need? We just don't have the performance to take off with the gust. Adobe 31 heavy, Roger, thanks. Yeah, winds are now 160 at 8. Does that work for you? It sure does. 160 at 8, copy, and Adobe 31 will line up and wait. Runway 16 left.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to have a KC-135 depart on 16 left. I guess this is a military edition of Pip's Planespotting Live. So we'll scan back to the left here and the north. So where camera's pointed to the north, sounds like KC-135 is going to get ready to depart.
Adobe 31 heavy, wind 160 at 8. Turn right, heading 280, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff. Right, heading 280, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff from Adobe 31.
Now, this would be interesting. I've never had a 135 depart this close. At least in the live broadcast, so this will be fun. This is a 60-year-old aircraft. So let's zoom in on this bad boy. That's great. You had a bounce house, Bubag. And if you're new to the channel, welcome in. Don't be afraid to say hi. This 135 has got its marching orders. That's a good observation, James. That would make a lot of sense.
Conflict service for departing heavy duty 135, wind 150 at 9, runway 16 left, ground point, focus position, 9 Metro, copy, runway 16 left, line up and wait, envoy 34, 59.
Gonna follow this till it goes out of
Adobe 31
sight.
Heavy, turn right, heading 2905. Adobe 31 Heavy, turn right, heading 2905.
51 coming right, 295.
All right, so that's a new one. Can add that list to the list of firsts. And James, yes, we do have a reserve unit. I will show you over here. Canopy's back out and the sun is back out here at Salt Lake City International Airport. So things should improve here shortly. Get more action on 16 left and 17. And James, give me 1 second here. I'll show you where it is. Had a quick peek of it there, but I've got Envoy departing.
Adobe 31 Heavy, heading 2905, contact departure, good flight.
And say again for Adobe 31, sorry.
Adobe 31 Heavy, contact departure.
Adobe 31, switch to departure, thanks.
Envoy in the Embraer E175 headed south to Phoenix. Ooh, good question, legitimate. I got that press release this morning. I got it in my email, so give me a quick second. I have not actually had a chance to look at it, but I got the press release this morning. So you'll get my reaction live. Infidel Fireman, dude, we've been invaded by a military foreign power. We just had a KC-135 depart on runway 16 right, and I've got a whole squadron of what I think are F-35s.
Flying 160, runway 16 left, over takeoff.
You stop flying over your house? That's awesome, Bubag. All right, headed off to Phoenix. Envoy goes. Envoy, of course, my former employer, and the operator of 175s exclusively now that they got rid of their 140s and 145s.
American 28, 45 Salt Lake Tower, wind 15010, runway 16 left, line up and wait.
Well, thanks, Bubag. Maybe you can get some of your friends to subscribe and join. That means a lot. That's really kind of you, sir. Will do, man.
3459, area of moderate precipitation begins in 4 miles, about 4 miles in diameter, kind of cart.
Thanks, that's out departure 3459.
American 2845, area of moderate precipitation, 5 miles south of field, approximately 4 miles in diameter.
Well, I will let you know, Infidel Fireman. I was going to email you one other thing today. So I'll let you know for sure. Well, don't spoil it, James. Dang it. I actually like, so...
Envoy 3459, 6000, climbing 9,000, heading 160.
Envoy 3459, still at tower.
Ooh, still got a little bit of thunder to the east of us. There goes our A321 back to DFW. to say hi to DFW spotters. It's kind of cool when the clouds are about the same color as the mountains. I've been working on my regional diction. People out here in Utah, they get rid of the T and they just say mountains. And I've gotten addicted to it. I grew up in Chicago. Mountains. All right, so a couple of questions. Number one, James asked, do we have a National Guard unit here at Salt Lake City International Airport? And we do. This is where the headquarters of the Utah Air National Guard are. So James, you can see right there. We've got a few KC-135s right there. So there's our Air National Guard unit. Next, so that's pretty cool. And then I'm going to scan over to the right. So Infidel, I don't know if he's had a chance to see the invasion of squadron of foreign jets. Infidel, they look like F-35s, and you know military aircraft a little bit better than I do, so I'll let you assume the seat there and let me know if that sounds about right. So I was setting up everything. Park here in the garage, set up everything. I see all these little black dots landing on runway 17 left, and next thing you know, when I have everything set up, boom, they're all right there on the where they're parked is the de-icing pad for integrated de-icing solutions.
Salt Lake Tower, wind 1407, area of light modification 6 miles.
Okay.
Build approximately 5 miles in diameter.
And legitimate, I'm almost going to open my email, but wanted to catch this departure. JetBlue headed down to Los Angeles, I believe. So Infidel, are you on a lunch break from your virtual ground school? Yeah, it's a good episode so far. A lot going on. Going high with that takeoff there.
531, contact departure.
We'll see you at 2531.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome in all those new people. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe, and don't be afraid to say hi. And let's check out that new logo there. I like it. God, James. Such a hater. So, I've always been a fan of blue because it's my favorite color. And so now David Nealman and Breeze are going to like out blue themselves. Or blue themselves. So legitimate, I like it actually. If I had to change one thing, I would have put the checkers on the front of the A321 or on front of the plane instead of the back, because it draws your attention greater than on the back. It's like, oh, by the way, here's a mosaic thing. And that design on the back tail and on the back of the fuselage, I think it's to draw attention to a mosaic, which, oh, by the way, is correct me if I'm wrong here, guys, but the mosaic is the frequent flyer club for JetBlue, or their card. So I like it. The only thing I would have changed is put the mosaic on the front and the JetBlue on the back, but that's just me. So yeah, legitimate. I think it's good. What's up, ERB? We've been invaded, as you can see. Can you tell us if Brazil has invaded Salt Lake City here with this squadron of F-35s? I may have to bring back the equipment. I may do broadcast later this evening and show all this stuff. So legitimate, thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, that's an interesting observation. The blue is definitely bright. There's no question on that. It's almost the same. It looks like the same color that United uses for their new livery. So now you have how many different airlines that really use blue in their livery? So it's United, JetBlue, Breeze. I guess you could argue maybe American, but theirs is so light. It's almost like a sky blue. So yeah, it's interesting. UP, we've been invaded. This is not the Air Force. This is a foreign government. Yeah, this is a foreign government, ERB, and I suspect it's Brazil invading us. And so UP, I'm the last live broadcast source available. All the other TV stations have been shut down. There's a tiny bit of a Velo. It's more purple. And legitimate, yeah, blue it's a popular color, and I obviously, because of the sky and the association, if you look at the marketing and kind of the psychological aspect, so when people see blue, they think of either the sea or the sky, and those things tend to have a positive, positive connection with people in their brain. So, yeah, oh yeah, SW Blue, thank you. Yep, James, absolutely. So SW, so Southwest, JetBlue, Breeze, American's got some, Delta just a tiny bit. Theirs is almost like a purple blue. I don't know what you would call that. Alaska, yep. So, well, Infidel, thanks for stopping by, and I'm glad that we could surprise you with some military action going on. So, James, you bring up an interesting point. That's probably why airlines like EasyJet are bright orange or Spirit. So to totally separate themselves from the competition. But blue's a popular color for several reasons, like I mentioned. KLM, yep, Groucho, good call. Since we're thinking internationally, British Airways has got their dark royal blue. ITA. See, now I think ITA's blue is the perfect tint. Like, it's bright and it's sharp. KLM's is more of a sky blue, but yeah. Let's see, what else can we name? British Airways. Copa America runs like the old United blue. So blue is a color that, again, resonates with a lot of people because it represents the sky, which if you're an airline makes perfect sense, and also the sea, which you traverse the sea or you want to go to tropical destinations, and that color is blue. So TWA is red. That's classic. Yep. Cathay Pacific is more of a green. Now I'm going to have to do, for the next broadcast, do some official research and count how many airlines have blue in them. WestJet in Canada. So we're making a pretty good list. So I'll have to make that list. Oh, yeah, Tony, good call. Korean, Ryanair. Ryanair runs the royal blue. Korean has the more KLM light blue. Yep. So now I've got some homework. But if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. Welcome in. We've been invaded, as you can see, by a foreign government. We can only assume it's ERB's Brazilian Air Force that's invaded Salt Lake City. And Pip's Planespotting Live is the only live channel there is left. So, but yeah, oh, looks like we got the squadron getting ready to depart. So first they're gonna jet out. There's 9 of them, I counted. Meanwhile, we've got some Delta getting ready to depart on runway 16 left here. So yeah, looks like we're going to get ready to depart. Infidel man, we'll see if you can hang around to see these bad boys depart. We'll see where they end up. I'm guessing 17. So we'll see. It looks like they're making their way out to the runway.
1883 Salt Lake Tower, wind 15010, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff, turn right heading 280.
Turn at 280, clear for takeoff, 16 left, approach 1883.
All right, man. Infidel, catch up on the broadcast when you're off. Make sure you give the teacher an apple and enjoy the rest of your training, my friend. Thanks for saying hi. We'll catch you later. Look at this. It's like following the leader. This is cool. Sorry, I'll go back to it, but it's like following the leader. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're like all following the leader. It's pretty cool.
2510 Salt Lake Tower, wind 15010, runway 16 left, last way.
16 left, line up and wait, Delta 2510.
I'll keep an eye on them, see where they end up. There's Southwest Blue, our 737. Looks like we got a max attack sighting. 737 MAX 8.
Delta 2510, turn right heading 295, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Right turn 295, cleared for takeoff, 16 left, Delta 2510.
Southwest 1883, contact departure.
Good day, Southwest 1883.
That's a good idea, Bubag. I like that.
Attention all aircraft, hazardous weather information for Utah and surrounding areas, available from flight service.
Yeah, it looks like first half of the squadron is making its way to runway 17, which is what I expected. You see this Delta Airbus A321 depart. There we go. We see the second half of the squadron getting ready to depart.
Delta 2510, contact departure.
2510, good day.
Now that's interesting. They are just hanging at the Utah Air National Guard. I thought they were going to depart, but maybe they're just waiting for the second half of the squadron. You know, I like that, Bubbag. I like that thinking. We'll have to see if they do hire me. I like that idea, though. Night, everybody who just logged in and joined me for lunch. This is Pip's Planespotting Live. Glad you could join me. Started the broadcast at 12 o'clock. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. And we've been invaded by ERB's Brazilian Air Force. You got some UFOs over Montana? If there's anybody who knows about UFOs, it's definitely you, Chantel. We've been invaded by ERB's Brazilian Air Force. So I don't know exactly why the F-35s are down here. I only assumed that they were on a training mission with the 135 for refueling. James made that observation, and I'll stick with it. But I also can assume that they're from Hill Air Force Base, just 20 miles up the road. So. That or a UFO, Chantel. Good call. And we'll turn our attention to runway 16 left. Another southwest departure. Looks Long Beach, I believe. Well, there you go, Chantel. Love that you're on it. 737-700 departing right here.
Contact departure.
Roger, good day, South 3362.
It's like the last two of the F-35s are leaving the taxi, the de-icing pad. Here's a nice close-up of it. They look like little ants. They look like ants over there in the Utah Air National Guard over there. ERB. Did you check to see if Brazil is invading the U.S. here with these fighter jets? Could be, Bubag. There you go. You can see Concourse A. Second half of it being finished. Remember, these are expected to be done in August. James, I am still waiting to see on that because they head over to the Utah Air National Guard, and I'm trying to see what's going on over there from my I Spy. Yes, that's what we think, ERB. They're F-35s. Trying to scan over to runway. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in as far as I can, guys, just to see what they are doing. Okay, so they're all parked right there. You can see them, and they're turning around and having their nose facing towards me. And it doesn't look like they're going anywhere just yet. See that? They're just hanging out. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe, and welcome into Pip's Planespotting Live, episode number 49. You know, I was going to go down to Vegas. I was really thinking about going down to Vegas today because the fares weren't too expensive, and I'm kind of glad I didn't. So yeah, they went over to the they went over to the National Guard base, and now they've got their canopies parked again, so they're just parked out over there. So we'll have to wait and see what the plan is with those. Meanwhile, we've got a United (737-900) taxiing towards the end of runway 16 left, headed to Chicago. I have not heard of the Pororoca phenomenon in the Amazon River. Educate us, ERB. And that little clicking you hear in the background, by the way, that is the scanner for the live ATC, so hopefully that's not too annoying, but some of you may wonder, what is that noise? So that's what it is. Could be, James. Could very well be.
Salt Lake Tower, wind 16011, turn right heading 295, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Right turn 295, clear for takeoff, 16 left, United 656.
Yes, the MD-11 becoming more and more rare, Chantel. Excellent observation. I'm sorry I could not wake up that early in the morning. Sorry. So I hope you'll forgive me. United turning on to 16 left, the runway right there. Very interesting, ERB. I will, if we head down to Brazil, we'll have to check that out. Sorry, guys, my tripod won't stay stick. Interesting. Well, then I'll have to pay close attention, ERB. Sweet.
Contact departure.
Departure United 656, hold on.
I will look for that.
Salt Lake Departure United 656, we're in the right turn to 295, climbing to 5,700 for 9,000.
United 656, still on tower, departure 35 knots.
Yeah, I pushed the button, I guess I gotta push harder next time.
Yeah, you should probably push harder. Good night, everybody who just logged on. We are here in Salt Lake City International Airport. It's about time to check the current conditions. Let's see what we got going on here at Salt Lake City, see if they've changed. Well, they updated at the bottom of the hour, so I expect they will update in just a minute or two. But here's what we got at the bottom of the hour about 25 minutes ago. Current conditions here in Salt Lake City. Winds out of the south. Hey, jam shed. Winds out of the south, 160 at 10 knots, 10 statute miles, scattered at 6,000 with some cumulonimbus. Temperature at 21 degrees, dew point 12. Jam shed, welcome in, my friend. Good to see you. We got a little party going on over at the Utah National Guard. We had some F-35s hanging out. We also had some thunderstorms early on in the broadcast. Some light thunderstorms just in the South Valley. But so far, a good day here, folks. Glad that I could be here. A lot of fun. And thanks for everybody for tuning in. So excuse me, guys. I'll zoom in here, and then I'm going to take a quick drink of water. But that is what we are currently... Whoops. This tripod does not want to stay firm. I apologize. Yeah, I agree. Jam shed. Yep, beautiful. And there you go. You've got some F-35s hanging out at the Utah Air National Guard. They were on the taxi de-icing pad earlier, and they moved over to the Air National Guard. The jet tip. The jet tip. In reference to what, James? The F-35? Not too familiar. Yeah, they do ERB. You know, it's interesting because clouds, we try and avoid clouds. I've been on a few jump seating rides, and whenever possible, we try and avoid the clouds because the clouds have turbulence. You don't know what's in them. So whenever possible, yeah, you definitely want to avoid the clouds. Broadcasting for about another hour or so.
Or 81, wind 150 at 9er, flight in 160, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Heading 160, clear for takeoff, 16 left, southwest 2481.
Fun fact indeed. Well, even with that fun fact, Chantel, I do not like turbulence because it causes injuries. Because 90% of the time, people don't put their seatbelts on, they don't listen, and then, spoiler alert, they get thrown around and they get injured. Yep, you're right, ERB. Yeah, and Mexico's interesting because of the high mountains and high terrain, yeah.
Southwest 2481, this is traffic, 11 o'clock, 3 miles westbound, low level 5000, helicopter, they have you inside, maintaining visual. Southwest 2481, copy.
Sun's starting to make its way through the clouds too. The toilet dislodged from its brackets. That has some serious turbulence. That just proves my point.
What departure, southwest 2481?
What? Dude? Okay, first question, R-Dub. Are you currently piloting an F-35 at Salt Lake Airport? Because let's turn the camera, spoiler alert. ERB, one of the things that I want to do is catch St. Elmo's fire while in a jet, or the also the Northern Lights. RW, you across the way over there? You getting your lunch? What's up, buddy? The Colonel in the house. Okay. Well, there you go, man. There last weekend. Okay. But yeah, I show up to the airport to do the broadcast, and I'm getting everything out of my truck here in the parking garage. And next thing you know, I see all these little dots landing on runway 17, and I'm like, well, that's interesting. I think they're fighter jets. And then I get everything set up, and boom, all of a sudden you've got a whole squadron of them. And actually, that's a good question. R-Dub, how many jets are in a squadron? Because I counted 9 here. Getting ready to ship out across the ocean, eh? Chantel, sounds like we need to visit you since you're in the direct path of OR Tambo. All right, James, good to see you, my friend. Enjoy this Wednesday. Thanks for stopping by, and your knowledge of aviation continues to impress, James. They're getting ready to ship out? Okay. That would make sense. Well, from my eye, they look like little dots in the air. So we're all just waiting for him to take off so we can see him take off, man.
Delta 9960 Salt Lake Tower, previous departure about 15 minutes ago, reported a flock of seagulls at 7,800 feet west of the field. They were southwest bound. Turn right heading 295, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Okay, so 8 to 24. That's good to know, R-Dub. And Chantel, we're all coming to South Africa. Got an Airbus A319. Looks like a repo flight headed to Billings, 9960, either a repo or a charter. That's right. Thank you for the reminder, R-Dub. You were, yes, you were last, I remember, in the A10, but you were going back and forth, and so I can't keep track. Yes, on purpose. Yep, it's definitely a repo, because you see how quick that sucker turned off? Or departed? That's either going to do a charter or save a plane. Save a flight in Billings. "12 chicks," okay? The A-10s are 12 chicks. All right. This is good nomenclature, R-Dub. Thank you.
Contact departure.
Switching departure, Delta 9960.
Chantel, it can't be that cold. How cold is it? R-Dub, yeah. Thank you for asking, my friend. It's nonstop. So this is actually only the second broadcast I've had in the last 2 weeks because I was on a morning schedule. So I would work from about 5 a.m. to 3. And I would just be absolute toast. You know, so I didn't really do anything. Was exhausted. So work is still work. But I don't want to tease too much, but I think I've got a new job that I'm going to be doing, and when I officially start it, I'll let you guys know, but it's a little bit different. So we'll see. But for right now, work is work and learning a lot. So when do you ship out to the great unknown in Europe? Or is that classified? Two degrees ERB. Nice and cool for sure. Woo! Well, Bub Ag, if I could tell you, I would, but I can't, so I'm not going to tell you. So how about that? Can't tell you. All right, man. Wow, at the end of this week? Shoot. Well, no delay for you. No dilly-dallying. That's right, Chantel. You tell him. Get the word out. Get the word out, people. I bet, R-Dub. For shizzle. Still have a south wind. Golly, I would feel R-Dub really fortunate to fly the A-10. That's just, oh man, one of those cool jets. Yeah, and if you're new to the channel and just tuning in, encourage you to like and subscribe. Just relaxing. Excellent. Got to. I mean, you got to decompress. It's a plane. It's all the same to me. Spoken like a true fighter pilot. It's no big deal. It's just a missile. They're all the same. Hear that, guys? It's just a jet. No biggie. I don't know if it's a dust devil. I don't know if they're doing doing some lawn. But let's take a look and zoom in here, my friend. 16 hours getting over there. It is your job, after all. You are correct, sir. Nothing better. The Colonel in the house. You just miss Infidel, by the way, R-Dub. He's in ground school right now for working at a new airline, so he was on break for lunch, and you just missed him.
775, Salt Lake Tower, wind 120 at 9er, turn right heading 280, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
16 left, clear for takeoff, heading 280, SkyWest.
All right, SkyWest 5775 getting ready to depart. Yeah, I know. We'll probably have another broadcast here soon, so hopefully you'll catch them before you jet out to classified territory. Wow, Chantel, an A380. See, now you have to do a report and give us the experience. I wasn't even aware. That's awesome. I know, I'm pretty jealous. Dang. Yeah, it's I know, it's just Poland. But still, you know, it's always cool. It's top secret. Whenever you can say something is top secret, it makes it infinitely more cool and people seem more impressed. The A380, Bubag. Good night to everybody who just logged in. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to say hello. Don't be afraid. And like and subscribe. Well, Chantel, to be fair, you know, I think a lot of people are on vacation, too. It is the summertime
295, SkyWest 57.
in the Northern Hemisphere, so sounds like I've got to focus my efforts on attracting people in the Southern Hemisphere.
Sky 5775, contact departure. Sky 5775, so long.
Biggest plane I've ever flown was in a 777. I haven't even done, I'm jealous of you guys, I haven't even done a 4-engine special. I'm just saying, RW, if you can say something's top secret, it just sounds infinitely cooler. That's all. That's all. I mean, so. All right, Bubag, enjoy your lunch. Happy birthday again. Nice landing there. The old KC-135 is back. Thanks, RW. Yep, the old Mama Bear KC-135. Let's see what's going on with these F-35s over here. See if they're ready to depart. Looking to the north of Salt Lake City International Airport. Again, south flow is my least favorite flow. We like north flow because we get more departures and more arrivals, but sometimes the winds and ATC just say you're not going to get any. And that's okay too. They're just being lazy. I was wondering, it makes sense, RW, because it's a government job, so they've got to take at least, what, an hour and a half lunch, 2 hours? I was wondering, it makes sense, RW, because it's a government job, so they've got to... ERB, no, I didn't see him land. I saw him with my eyes, but I was setting up the equipment when they landed, and then they were just hanging out at the de-ice pad for about an hour, and then they went over to the Utah National Guard installation over there, and so they're parked over there right now. RW, thank you for asking. Family as well. My parents are both 80 and still alive, so that's good. My sisters, everything's going well. And dating, as you know, is a mess, right? So there you go. Well, hope all is well with your supercomputer. You mined any Bitcoin lately? So ERB, I'm hopeful that I'll get all of them to take off sometime soon, but I guess they're on their 2-hour government lunch. And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. We are here in Salt Lake City at Salt Lake City International Airport. RW, ERB, I thought they were just like stopping here for lunch. So I'm going to defer to RW. Do you think that these guys will take off in the next hour? All right, well, that's good. Because we've been waiting. I was going to go to Las Vegas, so I'm kind of happy I didn't. Because this is the first time I've seen... Obviously, we've seen the KC-135s flying once in a while, but this is the first time I've seen the F-35s up here, or down here at Salt Lake City International, so it was kind of exciting. And then we had a little storm action roll through. And ERB, I'll have to send you... I took a couple photos of the fighter jets, so it's my turn to send you some photos. So I'll have to send those to you later. Okay. You are my inside source, RW. All right. Well, ERB, we're probably going to be, we'll be broadcasting till 2, so you can probably catch the tail end if they take off. So I'll be in the air for another half hour, 40 minutes or so. So we will catch you later, but then I'll have to send you those photos. So good to see you, my friend, as usual. You got it, Ard, ERB. So yeah, let's show what we're talking about here. We've got a squadron of F-35s from Hill Air Force Base. And thanks to RW, the Colonel, active duty. So this is what we're looking at right here, waiting for these to depart. There's about 9 of them. Then we get a little rain action to the south of the field. So we'll scan over there. And here's our general aviation hangar as well. Sounds good, ERB. Yeah, I'm interested to see that. That's what we like to call it. That's right, Art. A little bit of both. So yeah, we get a little bit of precipitation to the south of the field. Just rain showers right now. Nothing convective. I am getting some wind, outflow winds from the storm here, so they're still out of the south. So in the meantime, we'll zoom in on these suckers and maybe we'll just stare at them and then maybe they'll start to leave. Don't see any action as of yet on 16 left with my invisible binoculars. Yeah, it is great flying weather, and the weather has been sublime here, RW. So I don't know how familiar you are with the weather here, but this is definitely not the normal weather pattern for us in June. I feel like, honestly, I'm in Florida, where you have sun in the morning, clouds, and scattered thunderstorms in the afternoon. It's overkill. I know these kids these days, they just need everything at their fingertips, don't they? I haven't flown anything else. I've flown the Dreamliner, I've flown the 777. I've flown the A330. I haven't had a chance to fly the A350, but I was never fortunate, you know, and I don't know that I'll get a chance to fly the A380 or the 747, but we'll see. The ones that own the A330, they keep bringing them out of storage. So like Lufthansa, Korean Air, British Airways even. They keep bringing them out of storage. And hi to everybody who just logged on. Encourage you to like the broadcast so we can reach more people. And if you enjoy what you see, subscribe too. It's approximately 1:28 local time. I'll be broadcasting to about 2 o'clock today, give or take a little bit. As you can see, if you can see in the background behind those KC-135s, we've got some F-35s that are currently parked at the Utah Air National Guard base, and we should see them depart soon. We're just all kind of waiting here on the east side of the airport here at Salt Lake City International. So RW, what is it? How? I assume you guys are going to take a. Are you going to take a charter over there? Or are you going to fly and refuel over there? What's kind of the plan to head over to Europe? Since it's at the end of the week here. I am off. So RW, I am off. Let me put it this way. I'm in transition. So let's do that. We'll go with that answer because I'm supposed to start a new job in the next week, within the next week. So I'm in transition. So I gave my 2 weeks notice and they're like, well, there's really no reason for you to be here because you're still in training and it would just be a waste of time. So you can go home. I was like, okay. So there you go. So I have a few days off and then I'm back at it with a new job. I passed the drug tests and yeah, the background check. So, and the fingerprints. So it's somewhat sensitive. So we'll just leave it at that. But it's not super sensitive. Just somewhat. We'll go with the word somewhat. So I will have more for everyone in the next week. But I'm also waiting to hear back on a really, 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 really awesome job that if they offered it to me, I would take in a heartbeat. So kind of things, got a couple interesting things working. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I was like, okay, well, you know, and what I should have done, RW, is said, well, I gave my 2 weeks notice. I didn't do anything wrong here. Does that mean you guys are going to pay me for the next 2 weeks? So I don't know if I will or not. But, yeah, I was like, well, I'm not going to turn down some days off to regroup. So that happened on Monday. So it was pretty recent.
United 2057, hold short 16 left.
United 557, Salt Lake Tower, flight in 160, wind 13012, gust 17, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
16 left, clear for takeoff, heading 160, United 2057.
Next up, we got United's 2057 from Salt Lake City to Houston on a 737 MAX 8. Oh, Daniel. Great question. Chantel, that is not, I'll explain that in a second. Daniel, I'll just say it's within the airline world. It's with a major airline. Try to. I think I've lost a few pounds, RW, so I'm still trying to cut the weight here in the summertime, but lost a few pounds, so it bounced back a little bit easier. Headed off to Houston we go on the 737 MAX 8. Well, thanks, Daniel. I really appreciate that. Hopefully, I like it. But yeah, the other job. So really, there are two jobs. One, I will be starting.
Contact departure.
So.
Good day, United 2057.
The other one, I'm really hopeful for. But I don't. The second interview didn't go as well as the first. Let me put it that way. So I'm a little nervous. Oh yeah, it's about me, but I always try and stay active. When I first started flight dispatching, I gained like 40 pounds. So, and obviously it's a lot easier on your knees if you're a little bit lighter. So I'm just working towards that. I'll once I hear back on the other job, Daniel, I'll let you guys know what it is. But should hear back in the next couple days. RW, you would think that their 2-hour lunch is up. Man, these guys are really milking it. And if you're new to the channel, welcome in. This is Salt Lake City International Airport and Pips Planespotting Live. Just waiting for some F-35s to take off. What do you mean, don't be like you? Hey, we all have a lot of good things and that we're blessed with, so. And it's always like, well, I wish I was them and I wish I was them. But, you know, we all have good things. And Chantel, the landslide, yeah, check that out. I don't know that, yeah, I guess that could be a landslide. But they also like to do, if you look just to the left, they also like to do strip mining for like sandstone and copper and minerals like that up here. So kind of interesting. You're vigilant, Chantel. I need you on my broadcast. That's why we have to come to South Africa. You're crabby. Well, aren't you like the squadron commander since you're colonel? So you're like the old crabby guy? Welcome everybody to Salt Lake City. So glad you could join me. I know it's a little bit slower here. We've had some weather issues. Now it's better. Now we're waiting to see if these F-35s ever take off. R-Dub, our colonel, says they're just being lazy. So, yeah. Just waiting for the action to get started here. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe, and thanks for tuning in. You get in a fight with them. I love it. I know you're the type of guy to give him crap. Get your act together. Keep him in line. Butter McCreevy's better. All right, man. Yeah, I can see the fuel truck over there. So we will see. It's good. It's good advice, Chantel. Good advice. So the number one complaint I hear from people is Salt Lake's not busy enough, and it depends on which hour, and it depends because it's a hub airport. So Delta, 1 hour is busy, next hour is down, and this is like a down hour. Dang straight. That's right, ERB. Or ERB. R-Dub. That's right, R-Dub. Chantel, wait. You're a coach? Does that mean you're an educator? You're a teacher? And if you're new to the channel, you're always welcome to support the channel via Super Chat or Super Like and donation. I've had so many great people donate, including R-Dub, including Chantel, the check's in the mail. Horse riding coach, that's right. That's right. Thank you, Chantel. And if you're just joining us, we're looking currently at the KC-135s and the F-35s. Getting filled up there, getting some fuel in those bad boys, getting ready to take off. And a little bit of side note, we've talked a little bit about Eurowings Discover being back for a second year on our past broadcasts on the A330. That airline flies twice a week to Salt Lake, and I couldn't remember the second day. They usually do Saturdays, and then also they do, I was looking, is actually tomorrow, so Thursday. And then KLM flies in 3 times a week on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. From Amsterdam. That is a nice big old corporate jet. Can't see it. Aw, R-Dub, you're the best, man. You didn't have to do that. You're the best. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That means a lot. I should be donating to you. Going overseas. Looks like a Dassault. Yeah, Dassault. Well, that's pretty awesome, Chantel. R-Dub, thank you again. That means a lot, man. If nothing else, just to get these freaking F-35s rolling. You're a colonel. You will always be our colonel. You're the boss. You run the good ship. Yeah, well, don't say that. That's true. That's true. Thank you, R-Dub. Very generous of you. Godspeed. So what's the, are you going to be over there the 6 months? Classy as usual. The colonel, classy as usual. I've been there. You know, it's funny, Daniel. I have been to Newark only to Planespot. I have not actually been inside the airport. But I actually did a Planespotting video from Newark. I can share with you. A whole year. Holy crap.
2257, fly heading 160, runway 16 left, clear for
Dang,
takeoff.
man.
Heading 160, 16 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 2257.
12 months. Well, then you dang right you better be giving me your money. I'm sorry. Sorry. I didn't say that. I live to give, though. If I can entertain, that is my job, because we do 3 E's here. We entertain, elevate, and educate. You're exactly right, Daniel. It is a very busy airport.
39 Salt Lake Tower, wind 1508, fly heading 160, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
60, 16 left, clear for takeoff, 423.
Delta 2257, contact departure.
Go on departure, Delta 2257.
Nice. Well, RW, you know, we are here to support you as well in the fight against goodness, my friend. So Daniel, yeah, it's interesting you bring that up. Newark would be a fun one to do a live broadcast from. The problem is there's not a great, a whole lot of great areas for the broadcast. And New York area police can be stiff at times, but they can also be super cool. So you just have to be in the right spot.
Heading 160, 16 left, good for takeoff, Southwest 33,
Sky 4239, contact departure.
Roger, Sky 4239.
Oh, nice. Well, that should be a lot of fun, Daniel. It's a very busy airport, a little chaotic. No, the dots have not yet left quite yet, Bubag, but we think they're about to. RW made of course, our colonel made an observation. The fuel trucks are about ready to depart, so they're filling up the jets right now with fuel. Southwest 645, 737, getting ready to depart. 16 left.
American 645, turn right heading 295, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Right turn heading 295, clear for takeoff, 16 left, American 645.
Southwest 3379, contact departure.
Departure Southwest 3379, good day.
Copy then, RW. That's right. It was just out there. All right, American 645 up next, headed to Chicago. O'Hare. $737-800. Did you know that American Airlines is the single largest operator of the A321 in the entire world? That is a fun fact. It's amazing, the 737 always seems to take a little bit longer to depart than the Airbuses. I don't know if the performance is worse at higher altitudes, a little bit worse, but sure is.
All aircraft have this weather information for Salt Lake and surrounding areas available on flight service frequencies.
No, Daniel, it is not.
Which departure, American 645?
It's close, but American sure is. And Delta has like, I mean, they've got everything. They've got 220s, they've got 737-8s, 9s, even a couple of 700s left in the fleet. Then they do have 321s. Then the Neos, the 321s. They also have the 320s, the 319s. So I agree, RW. As a flight dispatcher, I can testify that pilots are extremely slow. Amen. men. Got a little wind here. That was probably our biggest annoyance with pilots, is how slow they take. Truth bomb, indeed. So slow. Sir. That's right, Artem. Oh. All right, Daniel, hit us with the question. What is the question? Tell you, RW, God forbid that Salt Lake City was attacked. We would be screwed. I'm sorry, but... Whew.
Denver 29901.
Yeah, Bubag, you test pretty good. I will say that my job, the one that I will start next week, if I don't get the other one, is in Utah. So I'm not going anywhere. That's right, RW. I can trust you. I can count on you, man. It's these other slack-jawed yokels flying these super techie planes I can't trust. I'm going to be so pissed if my battery runs out. All right, so what are the pilots doing after the tug? All right, so Daniel's question is, what are the pilots doing after pushback when the tug is done? Well, all right, so there's a couple different things they do. Obviously, they'll start the engines usually. Now, it's dependent on the airline, but if I was running the airline, they'll turn engine 1 on, which is usually the left side engine because it's captain's. And so they'll turn that engine on. I'd like to leave the second one off to conserve fuel, but some airlines, some captains, they'll have turned both engines on for taxi. So that's one of the things they do. Then they'll turn off the APU at a certain point, right? The auxiliary power unit, which helps starts the engines, and also runs the AC until they can switch over to the bypass to run the AC packs off of the engines. Amen, RDub. Amen. So, and then they have a before takeoff checklist, and RDub could probably attest to this, but there are a lot of checklists you go through before you depart. But you always do a checklist, so they'll do a before takeoff checklist, making sure that they've got their fuel, necessary fuel, their weights are in agreement, that they aren't over any structural weight limitations, and they'll check their routing, and yeah, usually the first officer will give the the directions. So ATC will give the directions, and then they have a planned expected departure route, and then they'll say, okay, we're going to take taxiway here to here to here to the runway, and then our first waypoint is here. So
wind 120 at 11, turn right heading 295, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
No, they are not going to the bathroom.
5, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 1632.
Okay, so occasionally they'll get out of the flight deck and use the facility if it's an emergency, but most times they'll use the bathroom before they block out, because once the cockpit or door is closed, then it is lock and load time. EGT on both engines, yep. Correct. You got it, R-Dub. All right, so Bubbag asks, what do the pilots do when they wait for people to get on the planes? They'll do a pre-departure briefing with the flight attendants, make sure that they're fit to fly. They'll also make sure that there are no maintenance issues on the planes. And sometimes they'll just shoot the bull in the flight deck with the first officer. So that's mostly it. So they'll do a airworthiness check on the plane to make sure that everything is in accordance. If they haven't gotten fuel, make sure that they call for fuel and things like that. So, yep, that's right, R-Dub.
4 Salt Lake Tower, wind 11010, company traffic ahead will be westbound, fly heading 160, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Weather check, yeah, that's what I forgot to mention. Hello, weather check, Daniel. Yeah, because they have to run performance again with a weather check, so that's exactly right. Make sure the winds are still favorable and the temperatures. Thank you, R-Dub, that's exactly right. I forgot to mention that, which is crucial. Crucial.
Delta 1632, contact departure.
Delta 1632, good day.
Here's our first A220 signing of the day. Smooth and easy takeoff there by that A220.
Delta 2564, contact departure.
Delta 2564, call departure.
R-Dub, truth bomb. R-Dub, that is so true. You're so right. All right, Daniel, sorry. That one, 2564, that is headed off. The A220 is headed off to San Antonio, which is what I suspected. And our 737-800 is headed off to Denver. That's right, R-Dub. I thought that was one of your favorites. Any day, guys. Any day. RDub, I'm going to ask a special request from you. If these guys do not take off in the next 20 minutes and my battery dies, I want you to kick each one of them in the groin for me. That's all. Thanks. Thanks, sir. Can I get a Wilco? Yeah, they're pretty much there. I got a little more battery life than that, so I think I should be okay. I just don't want to pay an extra $5 for parking because I'm just that cheap guy. Well, I'd love RDub to take over Bubag. He is the colonel, so he's in charge here technically. If we had a chain of command and everything went to haywire, he would be the one in charge. And I would be second in command. You're just having a cold beer sitting back. You're doing the chair force today, eh? The old chair force. And hi everybody who logged on. We're just past the 2 o'clock hour. Thank you very much. You're always classy. You are always classy, RDub. That's what I was getting to. Latest weather check. Here is the latest weather check. Thanks everybody, by the way, for liking and subscribing and joining in on the program. Current conditions: 10 centimeters visibility, 6,000, towering cumulonimbus. Scattered 11,000, temperature of 24 degrees. Dew point of 11. Alright, I'll zoom out a little bit because that's probably annoying. Camera shaking with the winds. And there's our beautiful tropical wilderness, Salt Lake City. Oh, there you go, RDub. Saying all the right things. You should be a salesman. Schmoozing. I wish, man. Wish more people tuned in and know that I'm a class act. Quality is what we're after, not quantity, though. Yeah, I don't remember the mountains being this green for a long time in June. It's been a tropical wilderness for sure. You, Bubag, class act, man. Happy birthday. Birthday boy, man. 14 years old. thanks for the likes and subscribing to the channel. Welcome in if you're new to the channel. Pip's Planespotting Live. That's right, our Dove. The birthday man is in the house. An Xbox and a new microphone. What? Amazing.
Hold short 16 left, we're ready.
Delta 14, is it 92 or 82?
92.
Delta 14, 92, roger, wind is 31010, turn right heading 295, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Heading 295, 16 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 1492.
Look at that. The Dassault dropped off the passengers and is already ready to take off again. It's gonna protest. It looks like they're about ready to roll. My microphone's a little bit different. I agree, Daniel. I agree. My microphone's a little bit different. It's called an Audio Technica, and it's got a. It's not a USB. It's got an XLR input. It's a little higher broadcast. I'm not from Boston. Broadcast quality.
Solid tower, wind at 130 at 10, turn right heading 295, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
295, clear for takeoff, 16 left, Delta 11.
Well, you know, I gotta get a pretty good one. I thought about the Logitech too, but this one I did because I have a sound. RW, I've got a what do you call it? I was in radio for 5 years and my brain's farting. I can't think. Dang it. The what's the board? Soundboard. Yeah, thank you. Soundboard. I got a little soundboard so that I can have all the multiple inputs into one box and then connect them to the computer. So it was about $200, so a little more. Yeah. So I got the broadcast quality one for like radio broadcasters, the Logitech. I thought about, so, and it was less. But this has worked out well, so I'll stick with this one for right now.
Delta 1152 heading 295, contact departure, we'll see ya.
Departure heading 295, Delta 1152.
Yep. The Delta Center is now the Delta Center. The Vivint Arena is now the Delta Center again. So another piece of America back where it should be. So yeah, that is good to hear.
Delta 1593, South Tower, wind 120 at 8, waiting off the Falcon off the east side, same rate of flight, runway 16 left, line up away.
16 left, line up from Wayne, Delta 1593.
I'm just gonna stare at them and maybe they'll stare back and get on the road. Yellow! No? All I gotta say is they better be buying me beers, man. RDEP, if I ever get elected to Congress, I'm going to specifically target the F-35 program and tell them that it's true they have been staring at me the whole time. I'm going to tell them that any pilot who does the F-35, they can only have cheese pizza. No pepperoni, only cheese, and that's their punishment. That's right.
93, turn right, heading 295.
You got it, Daniel. I got you covered, dude.
295 heading 16 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 1593.
No, buttbag, it's punishment. They don't get any toppings. They only get cheese pizza as a punishment. I would always joke, so I worked with a U.S. Air Force reservist at Envoy, and I'd always joke with him that if I ever get elected to Congress, the Air Force gets the chair force, as they call it. The reservists, they only get cheese pizza. Pineapple, great choice. I'm a fan of pepperoni and pineapple, which maybe I'll go get.
There is traffic. Get your when you're out of the turn, be at 10 o'clock, 3 miles northbound. This company Airbus 1111,000 in the downwind. Contact departure, we'll see ya.
35-5, going to departure, search for traffic, Delta 1593.
Pizza from the airport, maybe. They should have more restaurants. Airside, not in the secure area here in Salt Lake. I'll zoom out a little bit here. They're going to drag this out to the very end of my battery life. And you know why? I'm doing it for you, the people. And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. And if you'd like to contribute, I encourage you to via Super Chat, Super Light. Thanks for RDub's contribution and many others. Battery, let's check it out. I got 26%, so I got a little bit of life left. I'm not so worried about the battery life as I am my patience, Bubag. So, they are milking this. RDub's probably mad at me because I'm hating on his boys, but let's go, man. I got a show to run. I can't just sit here and I guess I could talk. You want to talk about life? Let's talk about life.
1665 South Tower, roger, waiting up Challenger on the east side there. Starting to roll now, wind 1309er, runway 16 left, line up away.
16 left, line away, Delta 1665.
No, I had to pee. Yeah, you get it? I've had to hold a poop in for like 2 hours, and you guys didn't need to hear that. But I'm honest. I'll tell you like it is straight. Oh, there goes the Challenger. All right, looks like they're starting to move. Thank goodness. Good gracious. Man. Can't think of...
1665, fly heading 160, running 16 left, clear for takeoff.
160 heading, clear for takeoff.
Exactly. Exactly, Bubag. I hate it too. They're finally starting to move. Plus, they owe me $5 for an extra hour of parking, RDub. And I'm sorry, and your contribution is very generous, but they owe me big time. The flight lead's only a major? More like a major malfunction. I don't know why it's so big a deal to me, because I could go up the hill. But it's not often they get down here, and it's not often. This is the first time I've seen them, so I care a little bit. $100, I like it even better, Bubhag.
To 1665, contact departure, we'll see you.
1665 today.
That's right. I'm sure they would be, man. More like Major Jerkface. Is his last name Jerkface? Plus, I'm doing this for Infidel because I know how much he likes military jets. So, gotta support my boys and girls, my ladies too.
1277 flight tower 1309 goes 14 traffic head. Continue to the south, runway 16 left. Line up away.
Line up away, runway 16 left, Delta 1277.
Daniel. Yeah, now we're rolling. Bubag, they're F-35s today. We're rocking with the F-35s. I don't know what my battery life is on the camera, so I'm hoping it holds out.
Delta 1277, turn right, heading 295, runway 16 left. Clear for takeoff.
Right turn heading 295, runway 16 left.
A22300 sneak attack. Boom!
Delta 337 flight tower 13010-14, runway 16 left. Line up away.
Line up away, 16 left, Delta 337.
Delta 1022, contact departure, we'll see ya.
Departure, Delta 1022.
Are they going over to 16? Oh my gosh. If they do, I'm going to lose it. Airbus A320 off and going to Los Angeles. Yeah, Chantel, you sure did, because they took forever. So I think they are going to... Yeah, so they're going to go to one. They're going to run over to 16 left. It looks like. That is an excellent question, my friend. I do not know.
And Rock 1, for planning purposes, we'll get you going here in about 2 minutes. Waiting up a medevac off the east side. Delta 1277, heading 295, contact departure.
Yeah, probably flight pattern.
We'll see you later.
Probably, Chantel. Probably.
$7,950. Delta 337 heading 295, contact departure, we'll see ya.
Departure 337.
Rock on, will that work for you guys? You guys can full length. Rock 101, roger that. I can get you full length to your choice. I'll get you full length of the seat behind those two Delta jets there. I can get you going here in about 30 seconds from the intersection. Your choice.
Please get them going.
Rock 1, roger that. Give way to the northbound Delta 73 there. Behind him, runway 16 left, full length, cross runway 16 left at Sierra at the hotel.
Oh my gosh. I feel like this guy works for an airline because he's doing whatever he can to milk the time, which means he wants to get paid. So, based on flight time. You know, that's an interesting question, Bubbag. I think a lot of airlines are switching to... I know United's going to bring 4K screens to a lot of their planes, but a lot of airlines are switching to Wi-Fi.
Delta 1195, Select Tower 120 at 10, 116 left, line up away, traffic crossing Southfield.
I'm not a dummy, R-Dub. I know what they're doing. God, that's what annoyed me more than anything, because these pilots, they would milk the clock as much as they could so they could get paid.
Select Tower, you guys up?
Skip, call you back. Must not come through. Line up away, 16 left.
1195, perfect, wind 120 at 10, turn right heading 295, 116 left, clear for takeoff.
Right, 295, 16 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 1195.
That's another insider tip, oh, by the way, from the aviation. You're not going to get that information from some other channel. Not that the other channels aren't good, but I'm just saying. There's a lot of good information. Yeah, Daniel, great question. You sure can. Yeah, the lithium batteries, that's okay. But yeah, you can take your laptop on the plane.
116 left, line up away.
16 left, line away from the 14.
You're getting paid to drink. That's right, you are. If you're a reserve pilot too, with some of the airlines, you get paid to sit in the lobby, or you eat, or play video games. No problem, man. That's right, Chantel. You got it, kiddo. That's exactly right.
Delta 1482, turn right heading 295, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
See, we got some smart people in this broadcast here, folks. And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. Welcome in. Well, there you go. Budbag's getting paid to sit and go to school. Apparently, I'm the only one not getting paid. Other than R-Dub's generous contribution.
Delta 1195, contact departure, we'll see ya.
Departure, see ya, Delta 1195.
I just need to start like an OnlyFans page for dispatching or something. This is ridiculous. Well, thank you, Bubbag. You can do so via Super Chat or Super Like if you so choose.
Delta 1482, heading 295, contact departure, we'll see ya.
295, over to departure, Delta 1482, good day.
All right, so our F-35 should be next. They should be, because they were supposed to wait for the Delta departures, and then they should be next. But knowing them, they'll probably delay it out another 30 minutes. That's it, I'm losing it. They Thank you. Yes, Chintel. That's exactly what they're waiting for.
One wind 1708, gust 16, turn right heading 295, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff. Change to departure.
Me too, Daniel. I'm right there with you, bud. All right, here we go. God dang, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Turn right heading 295, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Right 295, clear for takeoff, 16 left, 2420.
That gets the blood flowing. I hope that was pretty good and you guys could catch that. I was trying to catch all four of them, so you got to keep quick with them. Didn't want to miss anyone.
Scout 3988, Solid Tower, 11508, gust 16.
It's about freaking time.
169, line of my weight, Skywest 3988.
Ooh. Not bad? Alright. Yeah, it wasn't bad. Just trying to keep track of them. Thanks, R-Dub. I'll have to watch it afterwards. It's a pretty fast takeoff. So, it's like, all right, we're going. Bye. Good question, Daniel. I'm trying to find the other 5. Is it just me, or does the Southwest jet seem really slow after those F-35s?
Scout 3988, turn right heading 295, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
295, 16 left, clear for takeoff, Skywest 3988.
Up 906, Solid Tower, 11308, gust 16. So we're waiting off one off the east side, going to be a minute position, no one on final. Take your time, runway 16 left, line up away.
6 left, line up and wait, Delta 906.
Southwest 2424, contact departure. See ya.
See you later, Southwest 2424.
There you go, Daniel. There are the other F-35 just hanging out. Just chilling. Hey guys, did you see that takeoff? That was pretty good. Very cool, R-Dub. You got the, see, this is great. We got the instant analysis, the color commentary from a colonel. So if anybody has any questions to the colonel, it's always a good idea to ask them. Yeah, I guess the other 5 are just chilling, man. Just chilling. You've seen better takeoffs? Good. Please tell them that, R-Dub. Give them a bunch of crap, too. That would be awesome. That was kind of fun, though. I'm not going to lie.
988, heading 295, contact departure. We'll see ya.
Departure gauge.
And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. Thanks for the likes. And we're going to wrap things up here because the battery's about to die. But that was pretty cool. I mean, every time a fighter jet flies by me, you know, the, I don't know, how do you say it? The blood really starts to, your hair stands in on your arms. 45 minutes. Oh my goodness, I don't have time for this. Okay, here's the deal, folks. The battery's about to drop down. You're welcome, Daniel. Thanks for your patience, dude. I know it was annoying. Teeny wins. Thank you, Chantel. That's exactly right. All right, dude. You got it. I will make sure that I am on before you leave. When do you leave, R-Dub? Remind me what day?
Right turn, 295 Delta, and 16 left there for takeoff, Delta Masters.
Yeah. Amen. That's exactly right, Daniel. Friday night? Okay. All right, I'll see if I can get on before Friday night, R-Dub. I will do my best. 20, 30 hours, okay. We might have to do like Friday night right before you leave because KLM will come in around 7. So I will try and get one more broadcast in. I just got word that I may start work tomorrow. So I will do my best, R-Dub. I will try one more time. One more. I'd love to do tomorrow because Eurowings will be back, so. Absolutely. All right, folks. Well, that does it for this broadcast. Thank you to America for protecting us. Thanks to Colonel R-Dub for showing up, Jam Shed. Also, Bubag, Daniel, Chantel, UP Railroad, Infidel Fireman.
Heading 295, contact departure.
Thanks to your mom. And let's see, did I miss anybody else? I think, yeah, most people. So let's see, let me scan back here. Don't want to miss anybody who tuned in on the broadcast today. ERB, of course. ERB, hello. Thanks to ERB. And everybody else who tuned in on the broadcast today. So thank you guys for tuning in. So R-Dub, I'll do my best. Safe travels if I don't catch up with you until then. Make us proud and come back and 1 year, man. So we'll keep you safe. We'll keep you in our prayers if we don't catch you before then. Otherwise, folks, we'll talk to you on the next broadcast, which will hopefully be soon, before Friday. But thanks to your mama. Yep, Chantel, I sure did. Thanks to your mama. And thanks to everybody for what you guys do individually in supporting aviation. Remember, we do three things here at Pip's Planespotting Live. We educate, we elevate, and we entertain, and that's what we did today. So hopefully we'll catch you on the broadcast in the next couple of days, if not before then. Thanks to everybody. R-Dub, stay safe. You know you're my boy. And if we don't catch you before then, come back safe. And thanks to everybody. And we'll talk to you again on the next broadcast. As for now, that's it. My battery's about to pop. So safe travels to everyone, and we'll talk to you soon. And have a great afternoon or evening wherever you are in this wonderful world we are. Take care.